this person, I forget what their name is, so I'm gonna call them.
Smithers.
Yeah, okay, Smithers. Yeah, so Smithers wanted to go out to the midnight premiere of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and invited me, and we were going to make it like a date. And
What a dumb name, Smithers.
yeah, so Smithers really wanted me to come along to this, and I really wanted to go. But, I had a very strict bedtime, 10 o'clock, and I'm in bed, and I can't go out. So I planned it perfectly that I was going to sneak out and go to this movie premiere. And
Nice.
I went to bed. I waited to hear my dad and my stepmom go to bed. I slept in my bed with my clothes on because I was ready. And so when the time comes and I hear them close the door and it's quiet for a while, I slowly get out of bed. It's squeaking, but I'm like being real careful about it. And like I'm tiptoeing as carefully as I can. And before I left, just in case they came in my room and were wondering where I was, I left a little note. I'll come back to that note later because it's important, but I'll get it at the end. So I sneak out of the house and I don't go out the front door. I go out the back door. It's not like our doors had like beep, beep, beep alarms or anything, but I just thought the front door was not sneaky enough.
Oh, too obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, too obvious,
Sure,
right?
sure.
So I sneak out the back. We have a sliding door in the back, and it also is like way squeakier and way louder. You know how sliding doors are when
Yeah.
they're old and they got dirt in there?
It's like an earthquake.
Yeah, exactly. I sneak out the back and I creep around the side, but I don't go around the side where my parents' bedroom is because they could see me, even though there's no windows that look out the side yard. When I sneak out that way, I went around the other way through the gravel, the very loud, crunchy gravel. So I sneak out the side and I get in the car. And for some reason, my dumbass, didn't put it in neutral and like roll it out of the driveway. No, I just turn that baby on in the driveway and then I flip the lights for some reason, like just blasting the house with lights. I'm like, oh shit. And I waited a few minutes in the car, like I was waiting for the comical like light in my parents' bedroom to turn on. Hey, what was that?
So sneaky.
Then I roll the car out of the driveway and I drive to the movie theater. And at this point, I had taken so long to get out of the house. So I get to the movie theater and there's no line or nothing. It's like, because everyone's in the theater watching the movie. And so I didn't know where they were. I don't think I had a cell phone at this point, so I couldn't text them and say, hey, I'm here. Which theater are you in? So what I did was I poked my head in every single one of the theaters, leaned over and just kind of scanned the crowd for a bit. And like people were like looking at me all shifty, like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? And I'm like, oh, where are you, Smithers? Where are you? And so not that theater, so I go over to the next theater.
What a dumb name.
And I'm catching like snippets of Harry Potter as I go into like the rooms at one at a time. And I go into every single movie theater and I could not find Smithers no matter how hard I looked. And at that point, it got so far into the movie that I was just like, man, I'm missing out on the movie. So I just went into a random ass theater and just sat in one of the handicap seats and I was like, I might as well watch it. I'm here. So I watched the movie. Smithers was nowhere to be seen. So I go back into my car and I'm like scanning around and I wait until everyone leaves the parking lot. I'm like, oh God, they're not here. I'm all alone. I drive back home, snuck it into the driveway. I retrace my steps going back through the gravel path and in through the sliding door, which I had left unlocked. Sneak up to my room and I just look at the note that I wrote, and it was the stupidest note because it said like, Dad, comma, I know you're probably worried about me, but don't be. I snuck out to go see Smithers at the movie theater. I know you probably think less of me for this, but just know that I did it for love. Signed, I think I wrote sincerely, Mark.
I love a vignette of your dad, like, he hears the car driving away and like peeks out the window stealthily as you're driving away and is like, oh no, he didn't. And then just goes to your room and picks up the letter and it's just there reading it like, oh no, I don't think less of you at all, son. You go get Smithers. Oh, that's my part. And he just like puts the note back and is like, well, just pretend. It's fine.